All right, Facebook Live. I'm here in New Orleans with Wifey, working on
Oh my goodness.
her
We've been
message.
working on the whole day. I am fried. My brain is fried. I have never had so much information.
We're here in a mastermind helping my wife get clarity on her message so she could launch her brand. And here's the insights that we got is that all the stuff that I've been telling her to do, guess what?
I gotta do it. They told me today.
She had to hear from somebody else in order for her to actually sink in.
No, I got it. I mean, I listened to you say it. It just became completely clear this time around. And I think it's all about timing. And Raul's so good about that. He totally respects my time and my rhythm because we're so completely opposite. You know, this guy is moving 100 miles an hour all the time. He's always, you know, looking for results and executing. And for women, it's different. It's like, you know, you have to follow your rhythm. You have to honor when it is that you want to. Oh, sorry, we just I had a phone call. So yeah, he's just been so great about honoring my rhythm, and I have to honor my rhythm too, right?
See, and that's and guys, if you have a business with your wife or you're actually having to help your wife run a business, it's frustrating when they're not moving at the pace that you want to move. And you have to understand that that's the feminine energy. The feminine energy wants to move with freedom. The feminine energy wants to move whenever they want to move. Like guys, we're gonna just fucking execute. Like, what's broken? Let me fix it. Let me do the shit that I need to do. So I've been talking to this woman to launch her brand for the last 6 months, and finally it took a car crash. It took a car crash for her to actually come to the realization that she needs to move forward with her brand. So I'm excited for her. I'm excited for what she's gonna do and what she's gonna bring to the table for all these women that are looking for the guidance to handle their husbands who are driven.
Yes.
The husbands who are driving them crazy. So thank you everyone for checking in. Scott, I see you. Chris, Arturo, Jessica, David, Joe Giuliani. Thank you, brother, for checking in. So here's what I want you to comment below. Comment below, like, if you were to give somebody an advice, if you were to give somebody that's coming out new in a business advice, what is the biggest advice that you will give somebody that's creating a new business from scratch? So comment below and I'll continue to chime in the conversation, which I think the most important thing for anybody starting a business is a message. To find out what is the message.
We'll be right over.
Like for me, it was to find out the message that I want to give to the marketplace. So the second thing that I would like to give advice to people, and like if you're chiming in, is make sure the message is in alignment with what you could provide. What do I mean by that? Is a lot of people think like, let me just give this message of what I think the market wants. So the reality is that you need to have a message that the market resonates, but it has to be in alignment with what you do. Like, start delivering content from where you are. And that's what I was telling Vivian today, is like, her message needs to come from her heart.
Yeah.
She can't create a message that is not resonated with who she is.
That's for all of us, you know, like everybody has a different story, different has a different path, and people will resonate with each and everyone's individually. You know, we all have a message, we all have a story to tell, and you have to honor your timing and you have to honor your story and be true to who you are and what your message is.
And I love what Scott is saying right here. It says, make sure there is a market for the product or service. Brother, you got that. Make sure that, because sometimes we get caught up with our message and we think that everybody wants to buy our shit. The reality is that there is not a market for it. Nobody gives a shit about what you want to sell unless there's a market for it. So you hit it right in the nail, brother. And Miguel, business decisions are made with your head, not with your heart.
No!
And that is like...
He's telling me that.
That is, as a businessman, you need to start with profit in your business.
I'm learning all of it now. The first thing, I mean, what I learned today is like, who is my market? And I am totally clear about that. And I've always told Raul, you know, who I want to work with. And we're co-creating these beautiful things for like to have beautiful relationships with people that come into our inner circle. And I'm totally clear on that. And I am, you know, claiming that message and claiming who I need to talk to. And I am a total believer that God will provide the rest and He will guide me through all of it. Total faith in that.
And see, when you start moving business from the heart, it's like you want to start giving away shit for free, and it's good. And it's good.
And I have the best coach that I could ever ask for.
But one of the things I would tell you is value your time. Like I tell this woman, like every time that you're giving stuff away, like you're taking away from your kids, you're taking away from your husband. So then value your time. I love what Joe Giuliani said, like our inner passion will guide us to our calling, which will reflect in the message of our business.
Beautiful.
That's beautiful. Yeah, your inner passion will shine, but at the same time, you need to have a business mindset in order for you to be profitable.
Yes, and that's the reason why I'm here, guys. I am getting the business aspect down packed. I promise.
Like the average person that's here is already making $1 million a year, you know, in business, and she's like really the reason I brought her here is for her to learn the stuff that I already know. But sometimes if your wife is trying to start a business, as the husband, you can't teach her because she needs to hear from somebody else.
As a husband, you got to be there to provide the space when she is ready to learn, and she's like, "Oh, that's what you were trying to tell me. I honor you and I love you that much more because you waited for me to learn, my dear king."
Patience, baby, patience, patience. That's all it takes. Like, you know, it's like you know what, like you want to fix something, and you know what's broken, but you need to hold on because you can't fix it because she needs to learn how to fix herself. Like that's building your kingdom.
She needs to ask and say, "Can you help me fix this, please, baby?"
So that's it, guys. Our table is ready. We're gonna have dinner. Learn it, live it, experience it.
Love life.